Hello, welcome to the Retro Show. I'm Bearded Mike, and we're going to be talking about this little furry guy, which is the game called Conker's Bad Fur Day. Why am I talking about the game? Because I made a purchase a while ago at Aliexpress for Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is not the original. This is I guess a copy of it. A very good copy, by the way. So what I've done is later on you're going to see me taking apart the cartridge and seeing the difference between this fake guy and an actual proper N64 game. I'm going to leave a lot of the gray area or the legal ramifications about it, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I just want to know to see exactly what's in these guys, because this is newish. This is you see a lot of these I guess these clone consoles, and now what you're seeing, especially in these Chinese websites, is you see these cartridges being made of really popular games. This took a while anyway, so stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, let's get this party started. As you may notice, that the one on the left is the real game, and the one on the right, which is Bad Fur Day, is the fake one. One thing I noticed that the glossy game, the NASCAR, was a lot shinier than the Fur Day. Also a weird thing that the Bad Fur Day cartridge didn't quite fit the N64. That's why I brought the N64 up here. It's very snug. I can almost lift the actual console. Not quite, but almost. And comparing to the NASCAR, it just kind of what an N64 game is supposed to do. Doctor, may I have my scalpel, please? So I just also noticed that in the back, I find that the real N64 game's a little bit more brighter than the fake one. Also, the NASCAR game, of course, you'll see some of the dirt in there, stuck in there, as opposed to the fake N64. It's brand new. So this is what I like to call the mad scientist part, where I start to open up and look at the guts. You know, it's kind of funny that I didn't think this thing would show up. The site Aliexpress, they do have a lot of these in different sellers. At first, I was surprised that I actually found N64, and I thought it was just like a scam seller, but other sellers, and I decided to take a chance on purchasing one of these, and they took forever. I put in a complaint, or I guess a dispute, to saying my game never come in, and like a day before Aliexpress steps in to look at our dispute, the game shows up, and my wife had to sign for it. I was also surprised that it actually came with the shielding in the actual cartridge. I wasn't expecting it. I was just expecting like the board and that's it. The board and the chip and that's it. And there was shielding. I was kind of pleasantly surprised. This looks a lot like, other than the actual names of the chip, there's nothing that says Nintendo. This reminds me of an actual N64 board. They really did a good job on this. Trying to get a close-up of the actual board if you guys who are more interested in the chips. Sorry, I wish I had a better camera. But yeah, nothing that says Nintendo, but you get the idea. Now I'm going over to the actual real N64 cartridge. I'm not going to take it apart. I'm just going to see if the shielding and what's the difference with the two of them. And I forgot to remove the sticker. Well, you know. Na, 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 na. So the shielding looks the same. Also, I noticed that there's actually two screws that hold the shielding into place. They didn't put it in here. I'm guessing that's a cost-cutting measure, considering everything's sealed up. Nobody's supposed to actually open these, so it was kind of a pain to put this back together. So there you have it. It was kind of interesting, little experiment to actually get this thing, take it apart, and see what's inside. I hope you really enjoyed it. Now, I know I said in the beginning of the video that I was going to avoid any gray area conversations, but that doesn't prevent you guys from coming up with some arguments of pro and cons. I think the only thing that I can think of is the original company from Rare, which is now Microsoft, which I don't think anybody from the staff from Rare is actually from there anymore. It's just a name. Also, Nintendo's not getting any benefits from it because they're not going to come out with a virtual console for Conquer. So this is like one of the only ways of getting an N64 game, or if you want to get the Xbox version. Another thing is somebody who is very sinister would buy this copy for cheap and then sell it for a high profit. But I think at Lukey Games they're like $114. So there's a pros and cons on both of them. I'm kind of interested in what you feel and what you think. Please leave a comment below. If you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give me a thumbs down. And any feedback will be appreciated. Until the next video, this is Beer Mike, signing off.